Hey everyone, Cherry here. I'm going to be talking about something that I think a lot of people are insecure about, and it's something that I used to be quite insecure about, and that is being single. Now, you might be wondering, Cherry, you're such an amicable and charming, charismatic, bubbly girl. You must never have problems with being in a relationship and getting attention of boys. Well, if you're not thinking that, I hope you are. The reality is that I have not had a lot of experience with having a boyfriend. I've had two boyfriends my entire life, and the difference of those two relationships was 9 years. The first relationship lasted 6 months. The second one lasted 3. And so, that being said, I am someone that has been single for a large part of my life. Therefore, I am a credible source to be talking about why it's okay to be single. Understand what it's like to feel insecure about being single, because I, most of the time, have been the single friend among my different friend circles. If you remember long ago, years ago, when I vlogged my New Year's Eve experience, my New Year's Eve night, like a few years ago, I was with my two close friends, Taylor and Beth, who did, in fact, have boyfriends at the time. When the clock struck midnight, I gave a kiss to a bag of flaming hot Cheetos, and then everyone gave me a pity kiss on the cheek, forehead, and hair. And, you know, at the time, I was really feeling kind of ronery, because, like, man, my friends have boyfriends, I don't. And it's not even that I felt like I was like, oh my god, I want to experience the passion and fantasy of romance. It was because they had something that I didn't have, and I wished I could be like them. But now, years later, they're not with those guys anymore, and in fact, they don't even really, like, I never see them, don't really talk to them, like, they're just not here in the picture anymore. And it's like, when you feel like you are different from your friends because you're single and they're not, don't worry, because it might not last forever, and then pretty soon you'll all be single again. When you get to be single, you get to become in tune with yourself. You don't have to worry about your free time being occupied by someone who may want you to go to some sporting event with them, but you don't really care about that sporting event, but you want to go with them because you want to make them happy. Or it's like you have to, like, worry about the fact that they didn't respond to you, but you know that they're not busy, and then you spend your time just, like, kind of being concerned about stuff that may not actually be a problem, but because you have some insecurities, you're, like, kind of thinking that it's a problem, but it's not, but, like, it's still in your mind. And then you might end up getting into an argument with this person, and you just have, like, the leftover feelings of just being frustrated because you got into an argument with someone, and you like them and you care about them, but you're not sure if it should continue, but you still like them, but you have a lot of disagreements on stuff. You don't have to worry about any of that when you're single. Now, I'm not saying that being in a relationship is horrible. You don't always have to force yourself to do stuff with the person that you don't want to, but I'm saying that if you're single, you don't have to worry about the potential of those problems. I mean, sometimes we get into relationships with the wrong people. Well, maybe not we, as in myself and you watching this video, because obviously we have a thing with being single, but, like, we as people oftentimes get into relationships with the wrong people. We think that it's right, but it ends up being not. But you're not sure if you should continue because maybe this is your soulmate, but it probably isn't, because why would you be having these problems? But I don't know, I feel some sort of connection with them. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? But when you're single, you don't have to worry about that. I think a lot of people need to be content with being single before they get into a relationship. Many people will also argue otherwise. I think that it's really important to focus on loving yourself and being in tune with yourself before you start getting involved with someone else, because sometimes that can get a little bit messy. Now, other people may argue otherwise. Sometimes being in a relationship can help you find yourself, can help you become a better person. But for me, and in my experience, and if you're like me, I think it's better to just wait, figure yourself out first, and then you'll find the right person. If you are single right now and you're sad about it, take this advice from me. Focus on yourself and figure out what makes you you? What are your values? What are your dreams, your goals? What are your interests? What are your passions? What are those things that ignite like a fire within you? What are those things? Okay, figure that out. And then meet people that are into that stuff. Go to places that support those kind of things. Really explore those areas. And then as you go down that path of, you know, finding people that are into what you're into, you'll meet people, you'll see things, you'll go places, and then you'll find someone that totally is in tune with all of that, and it will make all of the times that you've been single worth it for that person. I mean, that hasn't really happened to me yet, but I think that's how that works. So we're gonna go with it. So anyways, that was my long rant on why it's okay to be single. Because you know what? Being single is not that uncommon. A lot of people are single. It's really not that weird. You're okay. Now, sometimes, well, people are single for a reason. They have bad personalities. They're annoying. They're inconsiderate. They talk at people and don't have active listening skills. Maybe that is why you're single, and if that's the case, you gotta reevaluate that, because that's not cool. But maybe you're not like that, hopefully, and you're like me, someone who just happens to be single and just never really has relationships thrown at their way. But you know what? It's fine. Life is peaceful, and it gives me time to make YouTube videos. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked this talky, chit-chatty advice video about this kind of stuff. If you have any video suggestions, leave them in the comment section below, and also let me know if you're single and what it's like, and if you feel the same way I do, or if you feel the complete opposite. Yeah, I feel like a lot of us are. I feel like a lot of people that are probably subscribed to this channel and watch regularly are single too, and I get it. You know, relatability factor, very important. I feel you. Anyways, subscribe if you haven't already. Follow my Instagram for some cool pictures, and follow my Twitter where sometimes I have existential crisis meltdown. I'm not even kidding. And you'll see me in the next video of mine you decide to click on. Bye!